Well, again, good evening, everyone, and welcome, and thank you for attending and joining us for Sunrise School Division's long service and retirement recognition evening. For those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is Trevor Reed, and I'm the superintendent of Sunrise School Division, and I'll be co-hosting and emceeing tonight's event with our assistant superintendent, Lars Spielberg, over there. So we'll be walking you through the evening. So just before we begin our formal program, just a few housekeeping items. If you haven't already done so, now would be a good time for you to shut off or silence your cell phone. If you choose to do that and your phone goes off, we will ridicule and humiliate you as part of these festivities. And so, if you haven't already found them, the washrooms are just outside of these doors and to the left, just around the corner there. And fire exits, front of the hall, back of the hall, in case we need to evacuate in an emergency. And just please always remember, in an emergency evacuation, the best thing to do is panic and push and shove and, take care of yourself above the care of others at all costs. I'd now like to ask you to join me in welcoming Trustee Donna Wilson, who will read our treaty acknowledgement.
Thank you, Trevor. We acknowledge the traditional land upon which Sunrise School Division resides as Treaty 1 territory. We honor our partnership with Canada's original peoples and respect the gifts of Indigenous history, cultures, and language. We commit to moving forward in partnership with our communities in a spirit of collaboration and reconciliation.
Thank you, Trustee Wilson. Big role for me here now. I get to introduce the chair of the board, Trustee Magnon, to bring greetings from the board.
Thanks, Lars. It's so good to be here because I'm recognizing a ton of faces that I've worked with, and on behalf of the board, we certainly want to welcome everyone here. We want to congratulate you, and we want to say thank you to you. Before I go ahead and do that, I do want to introduce the trustees that are here. So from the Beausejour area, we have Trustee Smith, so Alicia. From the Dugald area, we have Trustee Rowland, Diane Rowan. From the Oakbank area, we have Trustee Rowland, Melissa. We also, you've met Donna Wilson, she's from the Lackawanna area. And we have Trustee Dent from the Oakbank area. The two other trustees that aren't here, Trustee Harris, he's from the Beausejour area. He is away at his son's graduation. And Trustee Voigtson from Enola is not here, she's up on leave. We're really proud, the trustees of Sunrise School Division. And we get to hear stories every once in a while, and we don't pass along those stories. So I want to pass along two of those stories. Talks a little bit about why we're proud. Last summer, during the wildfires, I got a call, random call at nighttime, and I pick up the phone and I say, hello, and she goes, oh, hi, Paul, this is Tracy Schmidt. And I go, who the heck is Tracy Schmidt? And so I'm being polite on the phone because I was outside in the yard. Hello, Tracy. She goes, no, it's Tracy Smith, the Minister of Education. I said, okay, well, I better pay attention now. And she was calling us about whatever help that she could give to us for the wildfires that were going on. And then she passed along, she said, Paul, I'm also hearing there's some really good things that are going on in Sunrise School Division. So while I'm calling to tell you that whatever we can do to go ahead and help out, is that I do want to let you know is that, hey, there's some real good things that are going on. So thanks for all the work that you're doing. So it just sticks out a little bit. I'm pretty proud, and how much of that do I have to do with it? Not a whole lot, that comment, but so I tell the rest of the board, and we're all very proud. And the second story is, during budget presentations this year, we have the public come to the board. And the mayor of Beausejour came to the board to talk to us. And, okay, usually what we hear from them is, taxes and whatnot, and he did have the tax message. But the other message is that he wanted to share a story with us, that his daughter had graduated or was graduating from Edward Schreyer School, and he went with her to register at the University of Manitoba. And they were picking courses. And as they were picking courses, the counselor that she was working with and that he was sitting with turned around and said, well, what school are you from? And she said, well, I'm from Edward Schreyer, Sunrise School Division. And the counselor turned around and said, nice. And the mayor said, well, what do you mean? She goes, well, I don't remember what her exact average is, but it's a high average as to where it is. And she said, well, when we get kids from Sunrise and they talk about an 85 or 90% average, it means something. And that's not all with all the other 38 school divisions. So I wanted to put that in the paper right away, is to go ahead and do that, because that's a big deal. So when we hear those kind of things, you know what, we're pretty proud of that. And that's nothing to do with the trustees. That has to do with all of you in this room that we're here tonight for. And whether it's, you're driving a bus and it's the smile that you give to the kids the first thing every morning in a hello, whether you're long service with an educational assistant and you're giving somebody some extra time till the light bulb comes on, whether you're working the library and you get kids excited about books and they're interested in reading, whether you're one of the secretaries, well, I'm not supposed to use that word, sorry, administrative assistants, thank you, the board's going to kill me on that. One of the administrative assistants, you know everybody in the school, you know their parents, and you're a great, you're a great resource for our schools. Whether you're a teacher in the classroom, and it's the hug that you're giving to the kids. And if you're a principal in our school and doing the educational leadership, you're the ones that need to hear the stories and pass those stories on, because we're proud of the division and we're proud of everything that you guys go ahead and do. So tonight is really about congratulations to you. So on behalf of all the board, we're turning around and saying thank you for the work that you've done for us. You've made the lives of children, you've had an effect on them, and that's really important to us. So enjoy the evening. Thank you very much.
I'm assuming the sound is okay, you can all hear in the back, it's good? Yeah. Thank you, Paul. Again, we're really happy to be here because it is nice to celebrate the long service and retirement people that you make a big impact on Manitoba. You affect the future, so we're very happy to celebrate that. Some acknowledgements. I'd like to acknowledge the wonderful music compilation you've heard in the background. That was provided by Greg Crow, our divisional program leader of music. Let's show our appreciation with a round of applause for putting that together. Student music. We'll now ask our union presidents, Pam Selch, QP Local 4456, Marianne Matwaychuk, QP Local 1618, and Serena Kloss, Sunrise Teachers Association, to come forward and bring greetings on behalf of their members.
Hello. We're missing Peter Stanley from Local 5097, couldn't come tonight, but he's standing right here. Okay. So on behalf of the 4 unions represented in Sunrise School Division, I would like to welcome you to tonight's Long Service and Retirement Award celebration. My name is Pam Selch, President of QP Local 4456, and joining me are the lovely Marianne Matwaychuk from QP Local 1618 and Serena Kloss from Sunrise Teachers Association. Tonight is one of the most special events on our calendar. It gives us the opportunity to pause our busy schedules and recognize the people who make Sunrise School Division such a great place. Some of our honorees have dedicated, 10, 20, 30, 35, and yes, even 50 years of service. Just think about how much has changed over that time. Technology, classrooms, and the way students learn. From using paper and pens and overhead projectors to computers, iPads, and smartboards, and messaging staff and students on Teams, through it all, our staff have adapted and continue to support students every day. Bus drivers, custodians, educational assistants, teachers, librarians, and all support staff have each played an important role in keeping our schools running smoothly. To those celebrating long service milestones tonight, thank you. Your years of service represent more than time worked. They reflect your dedication, your commitment, and the many lives you've touched along the way. And to our retirees, congratulations. You've truly earned this next chapter. While we are excited for you, we are also a little envious. You are about to enjoy the simple things that many look forward to, slower mornings, hot coffee, and time to do what you love without interruptions like, can I just ask you a quick question? Because we all know there's never a quick question. Retirement is not the end of a journey, but the beginning of a new one. We hope it brings you joy, relaxation, and time with family, friends, and new adventures. Tonight we celebrate your accomplishments, your contributions, and the legacy you have left behind. Sunrise School Division is better because of each and every one of you. Please join me in congratulating our long service recipients and retirees. We are honored to celebrate with you this evening. Thank you and enjoy the evening.
So thank you to our union groups for those kind words. And we're going to ask Marianne Beausejour, QP 1618 president, to come back to the mic to offer a blessing.
Thank you and welcome. As we gather this evening, we give thanks for the dedication, care, and service of the teachers, educational assistants, bus drivers, secretaries or administrative assistants, custodians, and all staff of Sunrise School Division whose work has enriched the lives of students and strengthened our schools. We celebrate those marking long years of service and those beginning retirement, grateful for the difference you have made and the legacy you leave behind. May the next chapter bring health, happiness, purpose, and new opportunities. We also give thanks for the meal and for those who prepared it and will serve us. May it nourish our bodies and this time together nourishes our spirits and strengthens our sense of community. May this evening be filled with gratitude, friendship, and celebration. Amen. Please enjoy your meal.
So thank you, Marianne. And next up is, of course, dinner, and dinner will be served at the tables this evening. Enjoy the meal. Thank you. Good evening once again, folks. If we could take our seats, we're ready to get going with the next part of our evening. Thank you, everyone. Just as we get settled in, now is just a great time to acknowledge the fact that what an absolutely wonderful meal. And if we could, we're going to extend our thanks to Leverett Catering and the team. Just thank you very much for the meal you provided and the service. We very, very much appreciate it. And they're not quite done because we will be serving dessert at the end of our evening. And so we'll go through our program, and then after the program we will have dessert. So. Just before we get started with the formal presentations this evening, just want to acknowledge a few people and a few groups that made this evening possible. They've already been introduced, but again, thank you to our union presidents, Pam Seltz, Serena Kloss, and Marianne Beausejour.
and Peter Stanley, and their help with the planning of the evening and the pieces that they donated to help make the evening come together. So thank you again. And it also takes a tremendous amount of time and energy and effort and organization to put together an evening like this. And Lars and I worked very hard to pull this all together, and we all know that. No, not even close, folks. Not even close. We want to say thank you to some of our divisional staff. First of all, to Sarah Scott, who unfortunately wasn't able to be here this evening, but also to Jamie Wojcik and Jennifer Baker. Jennifer's there, and Jamie's at the table. Everyone is So lots and lots of work done by that team, and they do most of the heavy lifting to put this evening together, so thank you. So now we'll get going on our formal presentations for the evening, recognizing our long service and retirees. So at this time, I'd like to call forward Trustee Dustin Dent to propose a toast for our long service recipients.
Thank you, Trevor. Jen told me a tight 2 minutes, so I wrote something down here just so I wouldn't venture off too far. It is truly an honor to stand here tonight on behalf of the Board of Trustees to celebrate the dedicated individuals who have given so many years of service to Sunrise School Division. This evening is about more than just counting years. It is about recognizing the impact that each of you have had on the lives of students, families, colleagues, and communities. The years represented in this room tell a story of commitment, care, and service that has helped shape generations of young people. To our teachers, thank you for inspiring curiosity, encouraging growth, and believing in students, sometimes before they even believe in themselves. Your influence reaches far beyond the classroom and often lasts a lifetime. To our school leaders, principals, vice principals, and divisional leaders, thank you for your vision, guidance, and unwavering commitment to creating positive learning environments. You lead through both challenges and successes, supporting students, staff, and families while helping our school thrive. To our school admin assistants, thank you for being the welcoming face, the reassurance voice, and often the heartbeat of our schools. You keep countless details organized, support students and families, and help ensure that each school day runs smoothly. That's what Lonnie tells me anyway. Is that not true? I don't know. Your professionalism, kindness, and dedication are deeply appreciated. To our custodians, thank you for creating safe, clean, and welcoming learning environments. Your work often behind the scenes, but it's important. Importance can never be overstated. Our school simply could not function without your dedication. To our bus drivers, thank you for your safety transporting our students each day. For many children, you're the first school representative that they see in the morning and the last one that they see in the evening. Thank you very much for your dedication. The strength of Sunrise School Division has always been its people, the relationships that you build, the example that you set, and the care that you show are what make our schools exceptional places to learn and grow. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, thank you for your years of service, your dedication, and your unwavering commitment to public education. We are grateful for all of you, for all of what you've done and continue to do. Please join me in raising a glass to our honorees, to your service, your achievement, and the lasting difference that you make in the lives of students every day. Cheers.
Thank you, Trustee Dent, for that great toast. So now it's time to get to the focus on what we're here for, all the special people who are retiring and honoring for long service. So I'm going to get Trustee Smith to join us up here. She's going to help with the presentations and also ask each union present to grab a seat over there beside Trustee Smith. And very important you get the directions correctly here, because this is a finely tuned machine. So your name is going to be called. You'll join the trustee and your union president for your certificate, and then following that, we'll usher you over to the fantastic photo booth there for your picture with your certificate. And if you're wanting to have pictures with other people, rest assured that's going to be available at the end of the evening for a long time. You can gather groups there and take all the pictures you like. So, everybody's got the instructions, and our union presidents, are you got to get ready to join your members and congratulate them as they come up there. Where's Serena? Okay, well, she'll be back. Okay, so with no further ado, we're going to move on to our honorees. Our first one is Christine Hadaller, educational assistant with 35 years of service. Currently working at Springfield Collegiate. Congratulations, Christine. Kathy Melanchuk, educational assistant, 35 years of service, currently working at Oak Park Elementary. Congratulations, Kathy. Candace Giesbrecht, teacher with 30 years of service, currently working at Village School. Natalie Ledee, program leader extraordinaire, kindergarten to grade 3 literacy support, 30 years of service, currently working at Sunrise Education Center. Lisa Vincent, educational assistant with 30 years of service, currently working at Ecole Edward Schreyer School. 30 years, 35 years, 30 years. That's a lot of experience. Heather Bethune, assistant principal with 25 years of service, currently working at Springfield Middle School. Kara Blocker, assistant principal with 25 years of service, currently working at Springfield Collegiate Institute. Well, maybe I need to wait till the certificate. Maybe I go too fast. Okay, I'll back. Yeah. Rewind. Okay, you would never guess our next recipient, Kara Blocker, with 25 years. Christine Hübner, educational assistant with 25 years of service, currently working at Springfield Collegiate as well. Corinne Kelly, teacher with 25 years of service, currently working between two schools, and two schools, okay, Springfield Middle School and Springfield Collegiate. Long commute. Sophia Cavonsa Sharp, teacher at Ecole Powerview School, 25 years of service as well. She started teaching at age 12.
So did Carol. I'm here for you.
Jody Montgomery, teacher with 25 years of service as well, currently working at Enola School.
Here you go.
And Diana Simchishin, teacher with 25 years of service, currently working at Oak Bank Elementary School. Serena, you gotta go all through the crowd, shake everyone's hand. Thank you, Trustee Smith. Those are all the awards for the people who are currently here. Thank you, Union Presidents. I believe they have to stay there for some other things. We also have a number of long service award recipients who are unfortunately unable to be here this evening. So we're going to take an opportunity to recognize them as well. I'm going to read off the list and just hold your applause to the end, and then like 5 minutes of straight stand-up applause will do. Okay, this is something here. Karen Augustine, teacher at Lackawanna Senior School. Anybody want to guess? 50 years of service. We'll do a special. Michelle McComb, teacher at Springfield Middle School, 35 years of service. Bonnie Borles, teacher at Ecole Powerview School with 30 years of service. Carolyn Cameron, teacher at Springfield Adult Education Center, 30 years of service. Belinda Chalice, bus driver at Oak Bank area for 30 years of service. Debbie Just, educational assistant at Enola School, 30 years of service as well. Nancy Sinclair, head custodian at Ecole Dugold School with 30 years of service. Leslie Stabelko, educational assistant at Whitemouth School, 30 years of service as well. Donna Ray Adamson, educational assistant at Springfield Collegiate Institute, 25 years of service.
She's here.
I know, she was shy. She didn't want to. Marnie Belfilio, teacher, Springfield Collegiate Institute, 25 years of service. Calvin Dewick, teacher at Ecole Edward Schreyer School, 25 years of service. Elena Spence, program leader, kindergarten 312, working at Sunrise Education Center, 30 years of service. Anthony Stanley, principal at Enola School with 25 years of service. Tamara West Massey, teacher at Gillis School with 25 years of service. And Patricia Watman, assistant principal at Oak Bank Elementary School with 25 years of service. In a moment, we'll invite Trustee Melissa Rowan to propose a toast to our retirees. After she proposes the toast to the retirees, Division Principals Jody Blogosh and Chris Casperti will come up and share the tributes to our retirees. So, Trustee Rowan, if you'd like to come up for the toast.
Good evening, everyone. While tonight is a celebration of both long service and retirement, I'd like to take a moment to focus on those who are closing one chapter and beginning another, our retirees. Today, we celebrate not just years of service, but careers filled with purpose, commitment, and impact. Throughout your time in our school division, you have helped shape learning environments where students could grow, succeed, and discover their potential. Education is ultimately about people, and each of you has left a lasting mark. Whether your work took place in classrooms, offices, libraries, transportation, facilities, or student services, you played an important part in the success of our students and our schools. The difference you made cannot be measured simply in years worked, but in the lives you touched along the way. Retirement is a milestone that reflects a career well lived and well served. It is also an opportunity to embrace new adventures, spend time with loved ones, pursue interests that may have been waiting patiently, and enjoy the freedom that comes with this next stage of life. To our retirees, thank you for your dedication, your professionalism, and the care you brought to your work every day. Your contributions have strengthened our school communities, and your legacy will continue long after your final day on the job. Please join me in raising a glass to our retirees. May your retirement be filled with good health, happiness, new experiences, and the satisfaction of knowing that your work has made a lasting difference. To our retirees, cheers.
Oh boy, here we go. Thank you so much, Trustee Rowan, for your words to our retirees. We will now ask each retiree to come and join us in front when their name is announced, not all at once. Jody and I will be sharing a tribute in honor of each retiree as submitted on behalf of their school team. Trustee Diane Rowland, our union presidents, and our superintendents will join us to present the gifts after the tributes are read. Honorees will then have the opportunity to have a photograph with our photographer. Are we ready? Let's begin with Lisa Beausejour, retiring teacher from École Douglas School. Come on up. Come on. These teachers, you gotta listen to the instructions. Front center, not yet. You're gonna talk first. After teaching in various locations throughout Manitoba, Lisa came to Douglas in 2011 to teach kindergarten. That year, she had the privilege of teaching her favorite student, her daughter Stephanie. Over the last 15 years of teaching kindergarten in grade 1 at École Douglas School, Lisa has been an example of professionalism, dedication, and integrity. Year after year, she created a classroom community where her young students felt safe, valued, and excited to learn. Throughout her career, Lisa has been also committed to growing professionally. She consistently kept up with the changes in technology, best practices, and new research and education, ensuring that her teaching continued to be effective and impactful. Lisa also devoted her time and energy to being a representative of the Douglas School Parent Council, the STA, and providing guidance and leadership to her colleagues. Lisa, your impact on the students and the École Douglas School staff, and by extension our whole community, cannot be understated. We will miss you greatly and wish you a retirement filled with many new adventures as you begin this new chapter of your life. Congratulations from Megan Gobet. Next, we have Rhonda Dirksen, retiring bus driver from Beausejour area. Rhonda started driving as a school bus driver for Sunrise in 1997, way back when Glenn Hurst was the transportation manager and Danny Mosquin was the driver trainer. She took over bus 15 after Ruth Farrens retired. The run began in Allegra, an area she's quite familiar with. After that came 8 years driving bus 22, and for the last decade and a half, drove Route 3. For the last 2 years, she was lucky enough to drive her granddaughter to kindergarten and grade 1. Field trips were always enjoyable. Some favorites were MTC, Festival de Voyageur, the water slides, and basketball. So nice to cheer on the Barons. Rhonda really enjoyed driving in adverse weather. Through drifting snow or hail on the bus roof. We developed great friendships along the way. So after 29 wonderful years, it's time to retire and spend more time farming and helping Gary in the shop. Genevieve Edwards.
Next up. Oh, yes, the phone went off. What is the rule about the phone? It's wrong. Next up, we have Barb Federley, retired bus driver trainer from Transportation Department. Barb is retiring after 40 years of employment with first Transcona Springfield School Division and now Sunrise School Division. Barb started out as a spare driver in 1986 and getting her first permanent bus route in 1989, she drove in the Oak Bay, Enola, and Hazel Ridge areas. She was trained by the province to be a certified driver trainer in 2008, and she added the responsibility of being the divisional courier in 2015, and in 2022 she transitioned into becoming a full-time driver trainer. Barb's passion for safety transporting students is evident the moment you talk to her, and she has passed on this passion and excellence to many, many bus drivers over the past 18 years. She truly cares about each of her bus driver students and always made a point to get to know each of them and make them comfortable in their own learning journey. Congratulations, Barb, on your retirement from not just me, but from the thousands of students you have driven to and from school and the hundreds of bus drivers you have trained. From Jason Zipper. Next up, we have Doreen Pauldemore, retiring educational assistant from Oak Bank Elementary School. So Doreen and everyone else, as I read this, I didn't write it, so I believe this. I'm so blessed to have Doreen Pauldemore as my friend, colleague, and work wife over the past 25 years at SCI. Doreen is one of the kindest, most selfless, and giving persons that I know. As a business teacher, I wanted to give the students in Oak Bank an experiential learning experience. Without blinking an eye, Doreen stepped up. She helped me and hundreds of my students feed upwards of 300 to 350 per event for 5 gala dinners. Doreen worked with all the students that were interested in learning about cooking and serving food. Never once did she complain, and never once did she charge a cent for her time, often working day and night on Friday and Saturday so the students could just get it right. Doreen, you're an absolute angel, and I'm so blessed to call you my friend. I am so grateful for your help, guidance, and friendship. Without you, I could not have given the students that I taught the experience that they received, that they talk about you to this day. From Jim Hausler.
All right, Karen Scarletta, retiring teacher from Springfield Middle School. Karen has been a dedicated teacher in the Sunrise School Division since its inception in 2002, being a valued staff member at Springfield Middle School. Working across the hall from Karen in the grade 6 wing has been a blast and the beginning of a cherished friendship. She had brought kindness, caring, professionalism, and community building to her students and to the staff throughout her career. Her mentorship, passion for community and environment was evident through her many years guiding student leaders in student council. As you retire, Karen, know your impact is woven into the culture of SMS, into the lives of the students you taught and the staff that had the privilege of working with you. You will be deeply missed. Thank you for your dedication and love of this career that you have been so successful in. From Kathy Rempel. All right. Next up, Diana Simchishin. Diana graduated from the University of Manitoba in 1982 and began teaching almost immediately at Oak Bank Elementary School. What a great find she was. Diana began her career as a kindergarten teacher in the English-Ukrainian bilingual program and continued with early elementary her entire teaching career. Her genuine enthusiasm, patience, and joy when working with children is an inspiration to all. She has always loved her students, and they truly loved her back. Diana has been an asset to every staff throughout the years. Her love of practical jokes, dressing up as various characters, and sharing funny stories have been welcomed and enjoyed by many. Diana, may your retirement be rewarding, fulfilling, and enriching as the countless lives of children you've impacted throughout your remarkable career. Congratulations on a job well done. From Lesia Palschuk.
Next up is Jill Thorenson, Educational Assistant from Gila School. Jill Thorenson has served for many years as an educational assistant in the Sunrise School Division, spending most of her career at Gila School. Known to students as Mrs. T and to the staff as Jill T, she has supported countless students, helping with schoolwork and offering encouraging words when needed. Her warm yet steady approach has left a lasting impression on students. Throughout many students' learning journeys, Jill's greatest impact has been helping them build confidence as they move through the grades. As a staff, we'll truly miss Jill, one of the most long-standing colleagues. Her stories and sense of humor brightened our days, and her homemade treats were always a highlight. We wish her a wonderful retirement filled with time for family, friends, her animals, and exciting travel adventures. From Lori Cozy.
All right, next up, Darian Trowich, teacher at Oak Bank Elementary School. Darian has given 33 remarkable years to education, touching the hearts and lives of countless students, families, and colleagues along the way. From her beginnings at Westview School in 1993 to Hazelridge School within the Sunrise School Division, where she met her best friend and husband, Jordan, and finally to Oak Bank Elementary. Darian's career has been defined by kindness, compassion, and unwavering dedication. Whether teaching grades 1 to 4, supporting students through reading recovery, or serving as a literacy support teacher, Darian always gave more than what was expected. She had a beautiful ability to make every child feel safe, valued, and deeply believed in. Her warmth and genuine care created lasting connections that extended far beyond the classroom. Darian didn't simply teach children how to read and learn. She helped them believe in themselves. Her legacy lives on in every life she encouraged, uplifted, and forever changed. From Stacy Poser. Got a little emotional on that one. All right, next up, Russell Turek, bus driver from the Oakbank area. All right, Russell has been a driver with the Sunrise School Division since 2013. In 2016, he moved on to Route 88, and that is the route that he's been driving right up to his retirement. In those 10 years, he's been able to see some of his students, all the way from kindergarten almost to graduation. Russell is well loved and appreciated by the families on his run. Many of them are his neighbors, and he's always greeted every student with a friendly smile and made the students feel comfortable and safe. Enjoy your well-deserved retirement, Russell, from Jason Zipper.
Carmen Yusipiak, Secretary from Nicole Edwards Charter School. Carmen was born and raised in Bourget, Ontario. She speaks so fondly of her family there that I feel as though I know them personally. She met Kelvin, a handsome Navy man, at college in Cornwall. They have been married for 34 years and have raised two wonderful daughters, Katriana and Milan. Everything Carmen does, she approaches with determination and care. Whether maintaining her large country yard and garden or keeping up with countless responsibilities at home, she still finds time for a workout before work and is always one of the first people in the office. Throughout her career, Carmen built strong connections with staff and students. Her kindness and professionalism left a lasting impression, and many students still stop by to say hello whenever she steps in the office. We will especially miss her creativity, particularly her amazing Halloween office themes. Perhaps she could be the Nicole Edwards Schreier School's Halloween consultant. Carmen, thank you for everything you have contributed. We wish you all the best in your retirement. You will be greatly missed. From Pamela. Lisa Vincent, Educational Assistant at Nicole Edwards Charter School. One of Lisa's favorite words is tenacious, and boy, does that word describe her. Lisa does not give up and meets a challenge head-on in all aspects of her life. At work, Lisa would be running with her stop sign visuals to redirect Nate or using the Prolo to Go program to teach Sidra to communicate. Lisa followed Sidra from grades 2 to 12 and helped shape the young lady she is today. Personally, Lisa lost her beloved Donald and uses her experiences to become a grief counselor to help others. Lisa is a natural teacher who we have all learned many lessons from. Sidra and Nate learned not to drink Lisa's water because it had cayenne pepper in it. I learned that the word tenacious and friendship, what the words tenacious and friendship truly mean. Happy retirement, Lisa, from Heidi Livingston. Thank you, Trustee Rowland, our union presidents, and our superintendents. You guys can go somewhere else now. We also have a number of retirees unable to join us this evening, so let's take a moment to announce and celebrate each of their contributions, and if we can hold our applause until the end. Heather Adams, teacher at Ecole Powerview School. Christine Argyle, teacher from Centennial School. Craig Berthelette, custodian at Ecole Powerview School. Carolyn Cameron, teacher at Springfield Adult Learning Center. Anthony Chabot, bus driver from the Oakbank area. Angie Chamberlain, teacher from Ecole Edward Shire School. Charlene Grenier, educational assistant at Ecole Beausejour Earlier School. Leona Harris, custodian at Ecole Beausejour Earlier School. Garth Latowski, teacher from Oakbank Elementary. John Mooring, driver from the Oakbank and Dugald area. Joanne Niedermeyer, educational assistant from Ecole Powerview School. Dave Ogren, principal at Centennial School. Jean-Marc Pisek, bus driver from the Oakbank area, and his last route was taking students to Winnipeg to attend college career at Trudeau. Marilyn Ruda, driver from the Whitemouth area. Sharon Stelmashchuk, custodian from Ecole Dugald School. Marilyn Stewart, educational assistant from Lactaboni School. Andy Taylor, teacher from Adult Learning Center, Sunrise Adult Learning Center. Corinne Tatro, secretary from Empower Adult Education Center. And Tom Woodward, from school bus driver from the Oakbank and Dugald regions. We'd now like to ask Trevor to come up and finish the evening.
So thank you, Jody and Chris, for sharing those wonderful tributes. So just one final time, what an amazing group of people that we're honoring tonight, our retirees and all of our long service recipients. Just have to say, just thank you very much for all the work that you've put in all over the years and the investments that you've made in our students and their learning and their families. So a final round of applause for the honorees. Thank you. Just a few housekeeping items just as we wrap up the evening. We'd also like to thank some students. We've got Mary Chernobyl from Springfield Collegiate taking our pictures here this evening. Thank you. And Jay Hart and Matthew Thiessen from Ecole Edward Shire School, who were putting together the video. So that video is going to be edited. They're going to put some hair on the top of my head, and that's then going to be posted on the school division website for people to view into the future.
I don't know if that's possible, but I can try.
So just as we kind of close out the evening, again, we're going to invite everyone to stay through the end of the evening. Dessert is going to be coming, so we all get to join in our honorees and continue to recognize them this evening and enjoy dessert together. There is one final task for all of our honorees, and that is immediately following when I step away from the mic, we're going to ask our long service recipients to come up for a group photo, and we're going to ask our retirees to come up for a group photo. So that's just one more small piece that we need to take care of. There's some lovely flowers on all the tables. At your table, you can decide who gets to take all or some of the flowers home. I'm going to make the suggestion that if you've got an honoree at your table, you kind of let them have dibs on those flowers if they like them. You're welcome to take the flowers, but you cannot take the vase. Right? So I'm going to say that again. You're welcome to take the... Okay. This is now just in. For the first time in the history of Sunrise School Division, you are allowed to take the vase. Not sure what happened there, but apparently we're letting people take the vase. So that does wrap up our celebration this evening. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us, and here to honor our retirees and our long service people. A couple weeks of work left to do for most of us back at the schools, so I hope you enjoyed the last couple weeks, and thank you very much, and drive safe. Thank you.